Will you be buying and selling a house at the same time? I will show you 4 strategies on how to do that right after this. Hi, my name is Karen Jackson. I'm a real estate agent with John L. Scott. I help buyers and sellers get what they want in real estate. I work in Renton, Washington and the surrounding areas. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go do so right away. There's a lot to learn in buying and selling a home, and I'm going to share that with you. Buying and selling a house at the same time. Do you have to sell your house first? What is the best way to do this? These are some big questions. If you are planning on buying and selling a house at the same time, there's some homework to do first to make sure it all goes smoothly. The most important step is to figure out your goals. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What are my goals? What is my timing? Do you need to close the same day? Do you have some flexibility? What do your finances look like? Are your finances in order? How much money do you have, or how much money do you need? These are some super important questions you need to make sure you answer before you begin the buying and selling process. You will want to choose the real estate agent you plan to work with. You will want to pick someone you like and trust and are comfortable with. You will want to share your goals and work as a partnership through this process, as there are a lot of moving parts and things can get a bit tricky when you buy and sell a house at the same time. You will need to strategize the best plan of action to reach your goals. Keep watching to the end and we will go over 4 specific strategies for buying and selling a house at the same time. Do you know what you're looking for in a home? You will want to fine-tune your home criteria with your real estate agent and set up a search to see if there are homes out there with your criteria. Before you start selling, we do not want you to be homeless. You also will need to get a good idea what your home will sell for and what you will net. Watch my video on closing costs to sell a house. The link is shown above. This will give you a good idea of what costs are involved in selling. Your real estate agent will also be able to help you with this. Make sure you account for any possible market changes. Do you need to get a loan for a new home? You will want to work with the lender right away. If you need a referral from one, ask your real estate agent. A lender can make or break a transaction. It can be helpful if your lender and real estate agent do business together often. There's a lot of communication and coordination that has to happen behind the scenes, and if there's already an existing relationship, it can go much smoother. You will need to get a pre-approval for a loan and make sure you are qualified to purchase a new home of your liking. During this process, you will find the costs involved in getting a loan, if you need one, and the estimated payments. Be sure to account for any possible rate increases. If the rate increases just a little bit, sometimes it can throw off the whole purchase plan, especially if your numbers are tight. You should also ask your lender if you can qualify to purchase your new home without having to sell your existing home first. This can come in handy. You will also want to begin prepping your home for selling. Staging, cleaning, and decluttering are super important, as well as making any necessary repairs needed to make your home shine. Your real estate agent can guide you on what to do and what not to do. You want your home to make a great first impression and have great photos, but you don't want to do any unnecessary expenses. You want to save that money for your new home. I will share with you 4 strategies to buying and selling a house at the same time. I am going to number them 1 through 4, not necessarily meaning number 1 is the best. It all depends on your situation. Strategy number 1, sell your home first and then use the proceeds from your existing house to purchase a new one. You would sell and close on your existing home and then put an offer on the new home and close 30 to 45 days later. The advantage of this would be you would not have to have a home contingency, and it is much less stressful because the timing is not as critical. and you will not be homeless. It is much easier to get an offer signed around on your new home without a home contingency. What is a home contingency? A home contingency means you have to sell your existing home first and use the proceeds in order to buy another one. In most market timeframes, it is very difficult to get a contingent offer signed around. It does happen, but not very likely. In this scenario, you can take your time finding exactly what you're looking for in a new home. If you find that perfect home, a home contingency will not stop you from being able to purchase it in this case. The disadvantage, you will need to find an alternative living plan until you find your new home. Staying with relatives from month to month or extended living are some options available. It could be very easy to find your new home, or it could take some time. If you're looking for something unique or if inventory is low, it could take a couple months for you to find exactly what you are looking for. You could ask for a rent back for a month or so to help give you a little more time before finding an alternative living place. Also, depending on the time of year and the market, prices or interest rates can increase or decrease for that matter during the time you are looking for a new home, which could alter your buying power. So be careful there. Strategy number 2, buy your new home non-contingent and then list your existing home for sale. In this strategy, we are trying to avoid having to buy your new home contingent on selling your existing home. You could try to close the 2 homes at the same time or close to the same time, or you can buy your new home, move in, and then list your home so you're not so rushed. If you want to close both homes near the same time, you could try to buy your new home with a longer closing time frame, say 60 days or so, to buy you some time to get an offer mutually signed around on your existing home with a similar closing date. In order for this to work, you would need to be able to purchase your new home non-contingent. You will need to check with your lender to see if you're able to purchase your new home without needing the proceeds from your existing home. You can get a home equity line of credit from your existing house for free for a down payment, or there are some loan programs out there that will let you do a one-time reamortization of your home loan. You can also check on a bridge loan. The advantages to this is it is much easier to get an offer accepted for your new home without having a home contingency, and you would possibly only need minimal alternative living arrangements. The other main advantage would be you would have found your new home already. Sometimes that is the hard part, especially since we have been short on inventory for years. It also can be the less stressful alternative. The disadvantage is that your existing home may not sell as quickly as you want it to. You may need a plan B for housing for a little while, and you may have to pay a double payment for a month or so. Or you may not qualify financially to buy non-contingent. Strategy number 3, buying your new home with a pending home contingency. A pending home contingency means you have listed your home for sale and have a mutually signed around offer. Having a pending home contingency is less risk for the seller and a better advantage for them. We want to benefit the seller as much as possible so they accept your offer. In this scenario, you would list your existing home, get an offer mutually signed around and pending, and then find your new home. You can then write your new home offer with a pending home contingency. The advantage here is it could be easier to buy your new home. Some sellers will accept a pending home contingency because they know you already have an offer in escrow on your existing house, and it is a little less risk for them to take their home off the market. If your home is in pending status or through the appraisal phase versus pending inspection, it is even stronger. Ideally, you would close the same day or within a week of closing on your existing home so you wouldn't have double payments. The disadvantage is many sellers still will not accept a pending home contingency. It depends on the market and it depends on the seller's situation. There still is risk to the seller if your existing home does not close for some reason. The timing can be tricky. There are 2 sellers, 2 buyers, and likely 2 lenders and 2 title and escrow companies. Another big disadvantage is that you can find your dream home and not be able to get it because the seller will not accept any kind of home contingency. Everyone has to coordinate and be on the same schedule with no hiccups. Another disadvantage, you may not find your home as fast as you hope for, especially if you're looking for something unique. You can ask for a post-closing rental agreement for your existing home, so you will have a little more time to find your new home and not have to find alternative living. Strategy number 4, find your new home and buy your new home with a home contingency. This is the route most buyers would like to take, but this is very difficult to do. You would either already be listed with no offer yet, or you would list after you get a mutually accepted offer on your new home. The home contingency contract has a default of a 5-day period to get your home listed. This can be negotiated, but typically it is a 5-day period. The advantage is this is the least risky way for you financially. There is less risk on your end. If your home does not sell, you are not obligated to purchase the new home. But the disadvantage is this is very, very difficult to do. Timing can be tricky. This is definitely the most stressful strategy because of the timing and everything has to work exactly right, which doesn't always happen in a real estate transaction, unfortunately. All parties try their best to meet deadlines within the purchase and sale, but it doesn't always go as smoothly as everyone hopes for. Closing dates can get delayed on either the existing sale side or the new home side, and then it can get messy. Also, one of the big bummers is you may not get that home that you loved, either because they would not accept a home contingency, or maybe your home doesn't sell fast enough, or another buyer loves the same home and bumps your offer. Yes, they can do that. If you use this strategy, you would need to be sure you have your existing home priced to sell and have good terms on the offer that you receive. So as you can see, there are many factors to consider when buying and selling a home at the same time. All of these strategies are very dependent upon what is happening in the market at the time you plan to buy and sell. How much inventory is there? How long are homes on the market? What are your finances like? These are all factors that contribute. If it is during the slow months or long days on the market, or if it is a buyer's market, it is easier to get a contingent offer signed around. It also depends on what type of home you are selling and the saleability of it, and what type of home you are buying and the demand and availability of it, and what your goals and needs are. As you can see, it is super important to have an experienced and knowledgeable real estate agent and lender to help you through the pros and cons of each scenario and help you find the best strategy to meet your needs. There are so many moving parts in this process. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to find out how much your home is worth, go to KarenJacksonRealEstate.com and look me up or comment below. If you have any general real estate questions, I'm always here to help. Please like, comment, and share with your friends and subscribe. I will see you